I'm on a mission to make Destiny's Forgotten Exotics usable, and today I'm using Boots of the Assembler. Assembler is a warlock exotic that causes your rift to shoot homing projectiles at your teammates that either heal if you're using a healing rift, or empower if you're using an empowering rift. These warlock boots actually don't look too bad. They kind of remind me of a space jumpsuit, which I like. These boots are best on a solar warlock. Yes, I know, trust me, I'm just as upset. Solar everywhere. Solar here, solar there, solar in the artifacts. Everybody's using solar. So naturally, I had to go with Arc. Your rift gets extended every time you hit a teammate with a Seeker, so perhaps unlimited Arc Soul? Lumina also gets free Noble rounds when the Assembler primes a Seeker, so I equip Lumina as well. This also ensures that I get both the healing and the empowering, since Lumina empowers. I ran a Nightfall with this loadout, and yeah, it works, but again, the whole time I couldn't help but think that Solar would be better. It works on Arc, and I think if you're exceptionally tired of Solar, Arc is a good alternative, but come on man, Solar is just better. This exotic feels built for Solar. Benevolence is always up with this setup, which expedites your ability regen on all abilities, meaning you always have a grenade, a melee, and a rift ready to go. If you remember, Starfire used to be the go-to for warlocks, but when the grenade energy got nerfed on it, it fell off for a lot of people. But, hear me out. If you can consistently keep Benevolence up, it's like having a mini Starfire in terms of grenade regen. Assembler keeps Benevolence up, so by healing your teammates, you're getting selfish gains in the form of unlimited grenades and abilities. And since Assembler fires homing Seekers, you don't have to rely on your teammates running through your rift every once in a while, you can simply let the boots keep the Benevolence going. I ran this particular setup in a number of different activities, from a Nightfall to a dungeon to a 50-wave normal onslaught, and it worked really well in each activity. It was a lot of fun having the constant ability regen without having to do anything fancy. The double explosion fusions were good, but I wasn't forced to use them. I could have used anything else that I wanted. Lumina was exceptionally good as well. It always had noble rounds thanks to the Assembler, and with its massive damage boost to you and your teammates, we were ripping through enemies. I struggled to land on a special weapon that I really clicked with, but I tried a couple of fusion rifles and they seemed to work the best. This Royal Executioner was particularly good since it had the Noble Deeds Origin trait, which gives some stat boost to the weapon for assisting your teammates, and since I'm doing a lot of assisting, it was doing a lot of stat boosting. A Trace Rifle would also work, but honestly just pick whatever special you want. Lumina gives such a huge damage boost that pretty much anything will work. In the dungeon especially, the extra damage boost from Lumina was putting in work on the bosses. It was only Prophecy, which at this point is a pretty easy dungeon, but regardless, it was a noticeable increase to our damage. This was a pretty good build, but I don't think it was universally effective. I became the medic, making sure everybody stayed topped off and healthy. But the less teammates I had, the less it feels like this exotic was helping. When it was just 2 of us, yeah, it was good, but it definitely wasn't as good as when there was 3 of us doing an onslaught. At the same time, while it was good in onslaught, we did start to struggle with the ads, since this loadout has no ad clear, no area of effect. So is this exotic good? Yes, quite. It just fills a niche that not every team or game mode needs. When it works, it's great, and it works all the time. It's a very simple build, but it's not always necessary. I could see some serious potential in a raid where you have a lot of spread out teammates for the Seekers to run out and help, and when you need DPS, Lumina is there to buff everyone. So yeah, this exotic is really good, and it's a lot of fun, but in certain scenarios, it's just not worth using, especially if you're solo. I had a lot of fun here playing as the medic, but if you have your own twist on this exotic, let me know. Until next time, everyone.